Welcome everybody. I am the YouTuber here, and we're getting set for a new thing. This is the gaming weekly show, or not weekly show, but daily show. I was gonna do a weekly show, but I thought there's too much gaming stuff throughout the gaming ideas I have for the channel, plus the new games that are coming out that I will talk about on this channel, which is first and foremost MLB The Show 24, and then throughout the year we'll have some other ones as well, but. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see that, and it, what I have up here right now on your what you see on your screen is Maximum Football 2020, the new Maximum Football game, which will be free to play, is coming out this year. So we will have that game on the channel sometime whenever it comes out, but we're going to have two creative links with this, and then we were going to talk about some other stuff that has to do with it's sports, but it has to do with the reason why we're mentioning it is because in terms of how we do these leagues in do these leagues in video game terms, and it's some are easier than others to do, and some are harder to do. So let's break it down. Hold me get something done here first. And let's see here. Open up my channel and get the video. Need this first, and it needs to be open so I monitor the look at the comments while I the chat that comes in, comments and live chat that comes in while I'm doing this, and so that I can monitor all that comes in. All right. So the first thing you have to do, all is pretty much have to do a lot of this right now, and it has to do with the all of the spring content that you're going to see on the channel, which is all the football leagues I'm going to create and do. So let's start off with Maximum Football League. There's going to be two entities of that, or two parts of that. You're going to have the league that I create, which will be the it's not. We're going to use the 27 one that you see on your screen, but it's going to not be 27 teams at once. The 16 team, I'll explain that in a minute. That's all. Not all 16 teams are utilized. We're just utilizing 8, and that is I'll show you which teams I'm talking about. This is the XFL teams, and I'll explain why we're doing things the way we're doing them. So we have the Arlington Renegades, the DC Defenders, the Houston Roughnecks. That's not a team, but Houston Roughnecks, DC Defenders, Arlington Renegades, Vegas Vipers, St. Louis Battlehawks, Seattle Sea Dragons, the San Antonio Baramas, the Philadelphia is there Philadelphia Liberty in there? I don't think so. Orlando Guardians, it's not a team. Neither is that. Neither is New Jersey. Michigan is not. Memphis is not. Jacksonville's not. So it's these 8 ones. Houston is 1. DC is 2. Arlington is 3. Vegas Vipers are 4. St. Louis is 5. Seattle is 6. There's 7. Where's 8? Oh, and 8. Orlando Guardians. So, the reason why I know that we had a merge for the XFL and the USFL to merge to create the UFL, and they're also talking about potential expansions for it. We could merge them and create them in this game in Maximum Football, but that would lose the XF or the USFLs, like the Stallions, the Showboats, the Michigan Panthers, the Houston Gamblers, all those teams that were a part of the USFL that have now merged with the XFL. We could put them in this game and do this, but for now we're just going to keep them as XFL and USFL because it'll be easier to merge later on a later point when the new college game comes out, when those teams have been created either by somebody or I will create them. And but that's the only reason why we are not doing the merge for the video game. Will be just the USFL and the XFL, and there'll be some teams that were part of the USFL that will be relaunched into the USFL. So the stuff that we're doing in the spring is this Maximum Football League that's part of the XFL, and then of course the USFL is going to come from teams on NCAA Football 14. Then we have another thing with EA that we're going to do, but it's going to be coming from Madden 12. Since Madden 12 has create team, we'll create some teams there, and then coming back to this, we'll create some teams on Maximum Football and create a Maximum Football League as well. So we have the teams in Madden that we'll create and the teams in this game we'll create. They'll come from the 27. Like I said, the ones that we create on here will come from the 27 one, and the ones for EA that are not USFL are going to come from Madden and be created ones. Not only that, that is for the Maximum Football, Madden Football, and the college football game that has the spring leagues there. There won't be any arena football on the channel, just too much outdoor spring football, it just would get caught up in the mix and then not having time for it as well. So we have like I said, again, the Maximum Football League, the XFL, the USFL, the league that we're going to create in Madden, and then All Pro Football. Teams in All Pro Football. So, and we might create some extra teams. We might create a second league for that as well. And do the default teams in one league, and then the create teams in another league, and then create some more teams in another league. So the reason how we can do that you can only create 8 teams at once, but with a thumb drive, you can have multiple leagues and use thumb drive. So I have a thumb drive that I can the other one, the ones that are the default ones, I don't have to move to a thumb drive. They are by default in the game. It's just the 1 or 2 leagues that I'm moving or that I'm creating that I'll put onto a thumb drive, so that way it'll be I mean, there's a way of doing it without a thumb drive, and I will explain that once I start creating the teams for All Pro Football. Also, that's it for the spring football side of things, but we gotta remember spring is baseball season as well. And we will have, of course, the MLB, and we'll be following the Texas. I'll be doing the Texas Rangers franchise mode. I'll also be doing a minor league franchise, or not minor league season as well. Same team I did last year for minor league, but they are no longer called the Dodgers. They are called the Baseball Club for Oklahoma City Baseball Club now. That's the only difference in that. And I also do a relocation league and create teams there. But with the teams that I create in the football through Madden, Maximum Football, and the All Pro Football, plus the relocated league that I do create, we will put it to a vote and put it to a poll on YouTube on my channel in the community tab, so be aware that that's going to be there, and that's how we are going to get the names for these ones that I create. I said for the Madden, All Pro, and Maximum Football, as well as the Over the Show 24 relocated league as well. It's going to be done in stages, kind of almost like you do in Madden franchise. When you relocate a team, you first select the city, and then you select the nickname, whether you want to keep the nickname that was for the team that was there before, and that's mainly for over the show, because when I'm creating teams in Maximum Football, Madden, and All Pro, those we will not be giving you the names of the teams that are already there. Be all new nicknames for teams. They so that won't apply to the football, just only apply to the baseball relocation. And so the reason why I pulled this game up here in the first place is I had to have something shown on the screen. And the reason why I put it into the customized hub is to show you how we were going to work this and do this. That's one of the reasons why I did the way I did. So, to just recap and reiterate what we got going on, and I'll dive in deeper into each one separately. I just this being the first thing I'm doing of many of these videos like this, and I'll do I'll also not only do entire games, not entire games, but I will still be doing entire games, entire my MLB, college football, pro football, and all that. The spring stuff as well. Full games on here, and that way, the only way you can watch them is through my YouTube channel. But I will be diving deeper and doing a Maximum Football one, and I'll be showing you how to create, and I'll be creating them live. On Maximum Football. I'll be creating them live on my channel for All Pro and Madden NFL, and then of course it'll be the show as well for the relocated baseball league. The rosters for the baseball. Let's talk about rosters now. For rosters for baseball, it's going to be either a custom roster, or we are going to do the actual MLB roster. So say the Baltimore Orioles team. That includes all the minor league teams, so that team becomes affiliate, a minor league affiliate. The AA and AAA teams become the minor league affiliate of the new relocated league, and it just becomes a relocated professional baseball league with minor league teams. Those players in the minor league organizations and the minor league players will stay affiliated with that and stay there. They won't. I mean, they can get traded. I'm not saying that we don't have any trading going on, but they won't get traded to be on the right team from the start. They will be on the right team. They will only be traded when we have a trade in MLB. Say a player gets traded from Baltimore to Texas Rangers, so the Baltimore Orioles to Texas Rangers. Say they make a trade with each other. We will make that same trade in MLB The Show, and how that's going to work is I'll have selected every single team, so it's not like, oh, the computer did not accept this trade or whatever. Kind of like you have Madden. It'll be different because you can have it where it's kind of like when I do it in NBA. It worked out because I controlled the teams, and so I can make these trades that happen in real life happen in the game as well without any problems. The only problem would be is the cap, the salary cap. I don't know if I will keep that on or not. I don't think that's going to hinder it, because it'll be the same salary cap that the real life teams have as well, so that should not be an issue. That's the good thing about it, is the salary cap you get in the game, the team that you're playing as or controlling in the game has that same salary cap. So now for the roster for the league on Maximum Football, it'll just be whatever roster was the one we added, the team that we added from the league that we were editing, which is the one that's a 27 team one. For Maximum Football, that's for Maximum Football. For Madden Football, excuse me, the roster will be, I don't know how that roster works there. the roster for the All-Pro will be the Hall of Famers and All-Pro legends like Barry Sanders, Warren Moon, all those players like that were legends of the game. So, and they will not overlap and play the default one. They will always play the custom. So you will not have a repeat roster. You won't have a player on both sides. It'd just be on one side, and the only ones that I will be calling the game and doing the commentary for are Maximum Football for both the XFL and the created one that I am creating. But for the Madden, All-Pro, and the USFL, and the baseball, will be no audio from me. So any audio you hear in the game, which is the announcers they put into the game, the commentary they put into the game, will be all you hear for those ones. I might do a pre-game thing, or I might not. It just depends upon how I decide to do it for that particular thing. Whether that's the Maximum Football, or not Maximum Football, the All-Pro Football, the Madden Football, or the baseball, or the college football, which is using the USFL teams. So, that's I want to say how long I've been live for. 21 minutes. Okay. Let's see if I've covered all the bases here, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by creating teams. So we go to the 27, which is the one, the XFL, that's already done. So all I'm going to be doing is editing teams in the 27 one. We're not going to go straight with 27 teams, and we can up it to 32 and even up it to 130. We're not going to be going that far with it. But some teams I think we will keep as the nickname and stuff. We might do that for the first time and just roll with it as created and just play it, since we are getting towards the spring football seasons. So as of now, these are the teams. As of now, I could change the city. I can change the nickname. I can change both. I can change the colors, or I can change all of it. Where that means I change the state, city, team name, nickname, logo, uniforms, stadium, all. And so so here we are. We have the Atlanta Trojans, the Tulsa Knights, the Tucson Vipers, the Toronto Generals, the Topeka Blue Jays, the Texas Bulls, the Sherbrooke East Raiders, then you have Sherbrooke Swamp, Salina Patriots, Richmond Roosters, Orlando Orbits, Oklahoma State Bulldogs, Montana Mustangs, Miami Sharks, Memphis Nighthawks, Little Rock Eagles, the Kitchener Pirates, Kingston Kings, Iowa Rams, Houston Yellow Jackets, Hawaii Sea Dragons, Hamilton Huskies, Halifax Wolves, the Gulf Hawks, the Edmonton Lynx, the Denver Coyotes, Central Montreal or the Montreal Redhawks, and then back to the Atlanta Trojans. So those are the teams that are in there right now. And so I haven't decided yet how I'm gonna tweak the nicknames. I think I've been already working on some. I can remember now some I have worked on. I'll have to see if I still like them, and also that I also want input from you guys in the chat and the comment section below. Also, be sure if you like this video, be sure you give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed, be sure you subscribe for more content, and make sure you click that notification bell so you know when I upload or live stream to this channel in future. So, how you change the name? You just how you change the name? You just type in the name. So instead, if I didn't want Trojans, I wanted for Atlanta. If I didn't want the Trojans, then I would type in, I don't know, the Atlanta Lions. And then you hit the R2 to done, and that would change it not only there, but up there when you're looking for it. But I think that's how you spell Trojans. Yeah, that's how you spell Trojans. To go back to the back on the video and look at it. So I will do, like I said, I will do a video specifically creating this, and we will have input not only from you from the comments and the replay chat, but we will have live video. That's what we're gonna do. This is a live video instead of a pre-recorded video. Normally I do this sort of thing as a pre-recorded video, but that is when I do know which nicknames and stuff I'm going with. But as of now, I do not have a clear understanding. I mean, I have an idea of what names I want to do, but I still want input from you because the content. I like getting input from my subscribers and viewers on stuff, and certain names fit for certain teams, and if you don't want the colors, then you can. But I kind of like to match the colors to the logo, because you can't change the logo this logo here. You can't change its colors to match the colors of your team, so you have to match that to that. If not, get one that's black and white. That way, it wouldn't matter with the colors. But since this matches the colors, you have to do, like, I'll show you what I mean. I'll pull up the logos here as they load here first. So, say you chose this logo, then you would make sure that the colors match and the colors are black and green. So you either have to have mainly black or mainly green, and then same with that one with the blue, the two different types of blue, the yellow and the black, the red and the black, the green and the gold and the gray, the black with some red, the blue and the yellow, the black and the kind of goldish yellow, the blue and the two different types of blue and the yellow, the black and the gray and the white, the gray and the white, the red and the blue and the white, the blue and the orange, the brown and the white, the blue and the gray, the orange and the blue, again, another one, this one, and yeah, this one. Why do you have these helmets as logos? I do not know. There's another rhino. So if you wanted your team to be called the Rhinos, then you can use rhinos, that rhino one that has rhinos as your main logo, and then this one is a secondary logo. That's basically the same rhino, it's just without the rhino's name written in yellow with a kind of a faded green color, almost like a superhero comic style to it. Let's see, there's any other ones that are rhinos for the so I'm just going to circle through the logos. I'm not seeing any rhinos on this page. Still no rhinos on that one either. Nope. Nope. And this is the last one, and some of these are from the Canadian football, since it's technically also a Canadian football game as well. Like if you want, oh, that's a hippo. If you want the teams to be called the Hippos or the Baboons, that's baboon, by the way. I don't know what that is. Penguin? Yeah, it's penguin. If you want a team to be called the Penguins, or the, is that a barber? The barbers. I don't know what that is. Supposed to be like a yeti. Giraffe. Guessing isotopes. Seahorses. Blues. Or something that has to do with music. The something fish one, and then the elk, and then basically for if you want to create a team in Canada, that's not a Canadian Football League team, but it's a league that's a team that's in Canada in a league that is also in the United States as well. And that's that's an O, just one's black and one's white. You really can't, or kind of grayish white. You really can't tell that's no. Didn't pay football F and L. It looks like a Buccaneer ship, so you want to call yourself the Buccaneers. That's if you want to call yourself Saints or something. Bison or Buffalo, Alberta football, football with a shield and I think like a lion, and says I think that says Saskatchewan football, and then you have the entire alphabet as well. So there's your logos. If you don't select one, it goes back to the logo you had before. If you want to reset and know what the teams were prior to you changing it, this action will reset all teams' uniform data. Are you sure you want to reset? I'm not going to reset, but then also you can also reset selected teams only, all teams in league. So I'm not gonna do that, but that's what that means. The main color is red, and then the other one is kind of a goldish yellow, goldish color. I like the logo though. Comparison will where that logo is here. The one that we're using for what's on there right now. That logo is, if you were playing Maximum Football, let me see. It's definitely not page 1. Let's see if it's page 2. It's not page 2. It's page 5. Page 5. Yep, page 5. I am not going to reset the teams in this one here, but you can, if you don't like it and you want to reset, then you just hit reset, and then you can do selected teams only. Selected team only, meaning the team that you're on right now, that is team whatever it was before. If it was a Trojans before, then it would stay as a Trojans. But if it wasn't, then it would go back to what it was before. Or you can do all teams in the league that you're in. So it wouldn't change. It wouldn't change any other league. It would just change the teams in that league that you have selected. If you want to reset the other teams in other leagues, you have to reset that. I'm not saying I'm going to go all the way up to 27 teams, so I'm saying that's what it can go up to. You can go up further than that to 130. You can go up to even 130. So you have 9. They have 10 teams. That's basically, I'll show you that. I'll show you each one on this video here. I might retile this, I don't know, we'll see. It might just be called Maximum Football, or we talk also about other things as well as besides Maximum Football, but it's mainly Maximum Football one. So once you select the league, then you go Teams and Players. And personally, you can't change the yes, because as a licensed team, any licensed team you can't customize. You probably can customize the roster, but that's probably about it. That's it for the 10, 9 are actual teams for the Canadian football. Which is as follows: the BC Lions, which is British Columbia Lions, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the Toronto Argonauts, the Saskatchewan Roughriders, the Ottawa Red Blacks, the Montreal Alouettes, the Hamilton Tiger Cats, the Edmonton Elks, the Calgary Stampeders, and that's bad. That's bad. So BC Lions, which is the British Columbia Lions. And that follows a different tune. That's not a spring thing, but I just was showing you that because it's in the game. Let me add the title here while I'm thinking of it. Because if I don't add the title now, I'm gonna forget to add it. So I'm going to go and add it while I am live. Because I decided not to do this the way I was going to do it. I decided to change it. So I'm going to title it Maximum. Oops, if I type in it right, Max. Football. Okay, so instead of it being the YouTuber Gaming Show, it's just going to be titled Maximum Football 2020 PS4. Alright, so then we go back to 16. You saw the rest of the teams there, so you saw the 27 there. 32, basically what that is. I may have done this video before, but I'm doing an updated video. Atlanta Warriors, basically the Atlanta Hawks, Washington Walleye, a couple base of the other colors, Washington Commanders, formerly known as Washington Redskins, Texas Mustangs. I would say that's the Colts, but I'm gonna go with Dallas. Because that's the only one I'm thinking of. Dallas Cowboys and. Alright. The City Stallions are the Buccaneers. The Steel City Giraffes, basically the Steel City Pittsburgh, basically. South Beach Sharks, Miami Dolphins, Seattle Navigators, Seattle Seahawks, San Diego Predators, no one knows Los Angeles, San Antonio Steer, the Houston Texans, the Phoenix, Arizona, Philadelphia, Niagara Falls, the Bills, Giants, Saints, Jets, Tennessee Titans, Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, Detroit Tigers, or Detroit Lions, I mean, Baltimore Ravens, the Rams, the Raiders, Chiefs, Jaguars, Colts, Broncos, Browns, Bengals, Bears, Carolina Panthers, the New England Patriots, Giants, and then back to Atlanta. So basically the NFL, just with some different names. This is the one we're going to might use as well for another league. So we might to create two leagues, 27 with the 27 one and then the 32 one that we can go, which we can go up to 32 or up to 20, up to 27 with 130. I think I do not know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do with the 130. That's basically for like college teams. We are doing that in the college football, NCAA football 14, for a kind of a summer thing, spring summer thing. So that's another thing. That's towards the spring leagues that return. Well, this returns every spring, but not with. We'll see. I'll spend this on NCAA football new college football game. If it's going to come out on the PS4, it's going to be coming out on the PS5 and all that. So we'll have to wait and see on that. So I'm still talking about what's coming up on the channel and stuff, and games that still have yet to come out as well that I will be covering hopefully on the channel. That definitely know I will be doing over the show. I will definitely know I will be doing MLB The Show. Stuff that we do know already that is in the game. Of course, you'll have all MLB teams, MLB stadiums. You'll have the classic stadiums. Like I said, you can relocate a team. Let's see here. What else do you have? Road to the Show. So you have Road to the Show, Diamond Dynasty. We can relocate, play as MLB teams. AAA, AA. I don't know about single A. They have single A now. Or what classic stadiums they have in the game. I know they have some extras because they're continuing the storylines. For year 2 of the storylines. For the Negro League. So they're continuing storylines. And they have new legends from that in there, and they'll have more than last time. I think they said they're gonna have up to 10 for at launch, plus more after, like two or four after that, or 2 weeks after that, and so on and so forth. I don't know. They did a feature video on. I'll leave the link in the description if I can remember. If not, go check out Sony San Diego Studios YouTube channel and Twitch account and all their social media accounts to see that feature premiere, and then there will be other feature premieres that will be on that YouTube channel as well for features in the game. So that should do it. We have been going for 15 minutes. Not 15, but 50 minutes. So it'll be the show 24 with new storylines from, with new legends from what we were continuing. So they are continuing storylines in MLB The Show. That way do know, and I will do the complete storyline for the show 23, and I'll also be doing it for the show 24 as well. With new legends than 24 and different storyline players, nothing in those players will be removed from the game. They just won't be a part of storylines. You just can play them, I guess, in the those teams like they were a part of the MLB. It's just they're not the MLB teams. I think like they're the something boomers and stuff like that. Those legends would be a part of that as well. But so the new legends, I forget, they listed the 4 ones at launch. I can't remember which ones, but you can watch that video on Sony San Diego Studios for the continued storylines there. That is storylines for the legends from the Negro League. So, that's year 2 of that. So that'll do it. Until next time, keep on YouTube, everybody, and we'll see you next time.